Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and today I want to show you guys how to use up your scraps and other things that you have just hanging around, and we can make fun collages. So if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. All right, so let's get started here. So my mother-in-law yesterday brought me these really beautiful wine glasses. So this one has like the butterfly, or I mean the dragonflies on it. And they're just so pretty. And I saw them and I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I have water in this one, but this is a pretty butterfly one that I was really excited about. And it's too tempting. I had to take a drink. So really loved them. And then she showed me the box. And I'm like, oh my God. I squealed with delightment. Because, oh, look at this. How awesome is this? So this was the packaging that they were in. So I sat last night, watched my favorite shows, and just cut them out, glued them, and got them all stuck down. And then the fun thing that you could do with this is take it to your scanner, your printer, and then scan it and print them off. So what I did is, first of all, I accidentally had my label maker in there for my labels. So this is a sticker, which will be awesome. You can cut them out and have it already sticky. And I don't know if that dries. I think that could look kind of cool. That's where one of the labels were. So it's on like the plastic part. So I wonder if it dried and then maybe Mod Podge over it to make it less shiny, or I don't know. See, I don't know. That's kind of fun to me. Okay, so I did that. I did it in black and white. Then accidentally printed it on another label. So these are stickers, and it printed out crooked for some weird reason. So it's a sticker because it's for my Etsy labels, and this would be great to use as a sticker. So I did that in color, and then I printed it just in color here. There, that's right side up. So I think it's so cool how, you know, I cut out like the tulip and the little bug and the butterflies and just kind of glued them all around it. So this is a great way, you know, to kind of just make up your own designs, you know, like patterns, and then print them off. And then here is the black and white. And then I did in black and white. And I think these are great interest pages in your journals and stuff. Or to use as collages. You can cut them up and use them in the behind collages and put them, you know, you can even use it as your focal point if you want. So that's one way to collage. You could do that. Oh, I keep getting that. I don't know if that's going to dry. It keeps getting off on my hands. So I got a wet wipe here. But another way I want to show you guys, which I think is going to be really fun, is... Wow, I should have did this before, huh? I'm sure you guys have the same problem. It's a messy, messy desk. Okay, so another way to do a fun collage is you can use up all your scraps here. Like I got some fun little flowers, fabric flowers, some lace, some fabric, some pretty lace. So this is like just a little goodie box here. So we'll definitely be incorporating some of this. I got tons of fabric. And, yeah, just tons of fabric. Okay. And, let's see. And, of course, coffee dyed paper and tea dyed and avocado dyed. All those are great. I like to use them as like a base, you know, for the background. Okay, so we got that. And then, you know, photos are great to use. Just, you know, like, these are just out of a book. And I just cut them out, and I thought that was really cute with the little girl with the dogs. That is cute. And chickens. I think there's chickens involved. That's funny. And then just, you know, just old-time pictures here. I think it was like 1844. And it's just, I mean, you know, it's just a remake. It's not an actual real photo. It's just out of a book. But those are fun to incorporate. And, of course, all your scraps that you have. Words are great to use. And then, you know, just any scraps that you have off of your cut-offs of making journal pages and stuff, which I'm sure we all have lots of those. Okay, so I got tons of that to use. And just some actual book pages, like gardening. These are great focal points to use. Yep. And then I just did this the other day with you guys, just I did the 10 different ways to add interest pages to your junk journals. And this was one of them. I can link that down below for you guys. And this was just one, like stuff that you're, you know, inspires you. So this is great. You know, when you can always cut out one and use these as focal points. Just more flower stuff here. And then I Mod Podged that one, so it's a little, you can see it. And it's the Gloss Luster Mod Podge is what I used on this one. I'll show you. It's just, so it made it a little shiny. So it's kind of cool. And then just some fun, you know, just some garden stuff. I love garden. They're great. A little statue. And yeah, this is some more Mod Podge on this one. You can see the shimmer on it. So it's kind of cool. So those are fun to use. And then also like some coloring pages, like the little houses I thought were cute, and just some interest pages like that. And all the little bird houses. So those are fun. You could do little, you know, collages with that. And I've already avocado and onion dyed a lot of them here. So, and the butterflies, and they're just, yeah, I love it. So all this kind of stuff that you have hanging around is just a great way to collage. And then I'll show you my, and then organization is the key too. If you're you know, get as organized as you can, but as you're doing this, here, I'll show you, and I'm gonna hit everything because this thing's huge. Here we go. Let's see if I can get in here. But no, I'm gonna wind up hitting the thing. So what this is, here, I'm gonna wiggle you guys for a second, is I used I think it was for my light box. It was like a light box that I got, one of those big round light boxes I'm using for the videos. And I was like, this is an awesome box. So what I did, sorry if I'm wiggling you guys. What I did is just I took cardboard and I divided it out into sections, and then I had to tape down below because there's a little, it didn't go all the way down, so there was like a crevice underneath that I can slide. So I taped all around with packaging tape and got these all organized. And like I got my washi stickers and my stamp sticker stuff here, and tons of interest pages up front. Just up front here, and then, you know, just some fun ephemera stuff to play with. And then I got my beads. I'm trying to let you guys see all this here. I got fun just beads and just, you know, book plates here. So if you guys have a box, you know, like just a big box, and this has a lid that flips over, so that makes it nice. And yeah, I mean, just, you know, just tons of like fun interest things to glue down. But this is just a great way to organize for a cheap cost. You can just, you know, take your cardboard and put it in between, and I just went like this way with it, you know, and then I just taped it all down and made little squares. So that's one way to kind of keep organized. I don't know if I don't drop it and get it everywhere. So I'm just having this right beside me here on another little table. So it's just nice to grab things and come over and just glue it. And then another thing is have good glue stick. A glue stick is the key, or some nice, you know, glue, like Fabrifix is great. It does, you know, fabric, lace, leather, trims, and more. So Fabrifix is awesome. Scotch Crate glue stick is great. Let's see. Yoo-hoo glue sticks are great. Art Glare glue, of course, is amazing. So it's just what you have on hand to work with to get some stuff glued down. Okay, so now I think, you know, and just any little thing your heart desires and what you have hanging around is perfect just to throw, you know, and make a collage with. And even these on the tops of the, I ripped some of these off, you know, the little, so you can take these. And these are just, you know, fun to have like little, you can even use these as a stencil. Woohoo. Oh, stenciling is great. Now I'm thinking about it. Stencils are awesome. Stamping is perfect. Stickers, of course, are great. So, I mean, just whatever your heart can desire and think of is, there's no wrong to do a collage. No wrong. So what I want to do is just kind of get going here on something. And I'm trying to think, I'm not going to do like a specific size or, you know, really, but I'm going to kind of choose, these are going to be the backgrounds. I'm going to use my avocado. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So kind of just ballparking it here. So I just want to make some fun little collages with you guys. And I'm thinking when I'm all done for my next video, I know I'm already thinking ahead here. So make sure you hit your notification bell because you will see my madness of my next thought here is I would like to make these fun little collages and then make a hinge. I've never made one before, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm kind of just doing 4x6s here, just roughly. They don't have to be perfect, and they don't have to be 4x6. But I want to make with fabric, you know, the hinge books that you can hinge with the fabric. I'm going to try to make those, but I want to go ahead and do this. I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm thinking that will be a next video, is I want to do that. Okay. So let's see. I'm just going to kind of start grabbing stuff here. And like I said, there's no rhyme or reason. I really just don't want the same colors on top of each other. So I'm taking things and just kind of, I don't really want straight edges happening much. Okay, so you could do that. Oh, and of course, inking is great. So this is a walnut stain. Do some fun walnut stains here. And I'm just gonna lightly ink around. Okay, so now it's nice to start with bigger pieces in the background. Like, so this is your size. So this is, you know, I wouldn't sit there and go like this with tiny little pieces because you'll just drive yourself insane, you know? So I'm just gonna kind of do like a couple of focal points in the background here and keeping it simple, and then we'll come back and do like the fabric part. So I hope you guys are having a crafty day today and looking around your craft room and going, what in the heck can I make a collage with? And just getting your stuff out and grabbing all kinds of things that have just been sitting there and you don't know what to do with it. And well, this is one thing to do with it. You can definitely just throw it together and slap it on some paper. And this is more just a relaxing, you know, just kind of take a deep breath, take your time, get your fun papers out. Okay, I need a glue book. Get your fun papers out and just, you know, maybe turn on your favorite show, your program, and just kind of just let it happen. Let the paper speak to you, you know, really. So I'm just making sure I get all the edges and stuff. Okay, so I'm just starting with background here. So you can even go off the paper a little. I mean, this is yours. You can do whatever you want. Okay, and then let me look. So look and see what kind of focal points Like, that's a good focal point. And just something that catches your eye, that's pretty, and that'll be like on the, you know, in the front, and just kind of do what you want with it. I'm just gonna do a quick rip around here. Okay, and then do some inking. So yeah, I'm in Oregon here, and we just are in the valley and got some rain happening today. So this is the perfect time to sit and do some crafting, you know? Okay, so you got that, and you could just kind of move it around, see where you want everything, like how you want it. Yeah. It's always nice to have a glue station, just to be able to glue down. Okay, so it's as easy as that. So we got one done. One done for now, and then, you know, you can even just ink around here. You could even do some fun folds like this, fold it back, get the edges like that, just to make it look a little more vintage, you know. Even do a little creasing here. You can do whatever you want. Do a little fold down like that. Okay. So there's one. So I'm just gonna kind of do the same concept throughout and just keep grabbing different things and yeah, just going from there, and I will do it in a time lapse and just show you guys how the process works, and then I'll make sure to show you guys all of them, and we'll line them all up and stuff and check them out. All right, I want to show you guys too that you can use gesso. This is fun, and or you could use like a white acrylic paint or something, you know. But you could just take a little bit on your finger here, get a little messy, and then just to cover up some of the seams like this is kind of fun. Just no rhyme or reason, just kind of just to give it a little more depth and texture. And this is a good thing to do, and then you can have it sit over and dry, or you can have your heat gun and, you know, dry it off that way. But I suggest you do it first. So yeah, just to give it a little, you know, little texture here and there. Okay, got one. So yeah, just take some on your finger and just kind of, I like to do the seams because it just kind of fades it all together, you know. You don't know where it starts or where it ends. Okay. And this is just part of the layering. We're gonna go ahead and put some fabric on top too and do all that. I'm just doing just some of these and get them drying like this. It's all about layering it. And you could use paints on here and just do different colors. And so yeah, so you just do that too. Okay, I'm gonna continue my madness here. What I want to do now is go ahead and I have a bunch of words, different words here. Just some fun little things that we can use. Just any little thing you can find out of a magazine or book pages or just any old fun little words. Okay, so we got some words for sure, and then got a little bit of numbers on here. I'm just gonna put them all around. And let's see, I got a little bit of some craft paper, which is fun to play with. And I'm just gonna give it a rip here. A rip and an ink. Just ink it up. And just set it wherever you want. Like right here. And then just find a word. That's too big. Got the word style. That's a good word. Do a little inking on it. So you can do style. Stamps. So that's another thing to do is just you can glue some words around. And I also have a peg stamps too, so you can do a little stamping and make some words that way. Like that. So that's a good thing to do. It's just a little bit of words. Put that there. And then maybe here. There. No, let's do this. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. And I'll show you. Let me get my stamps real quick. So I got some peg stamps here. I got these off Amazon and they're just a peg stamp with a little cute little box. And let's do black soot. Black soot's always good. And if you guys notice your inks are getting dried out, you could take a spray bottle and just kind of spritz it. And that'll bring it back to life. Okay. And let's do this. Just take another little craft paper here. And we can keep this one straight. So you don't necessarily need to rip everything all the time, you know. You can keep stuff straight. which I kind of did here, so I'll do that here. And I'm liking the on the bottom down here for some reason, the words. So I'm just kind of going with it. And like I said, there's no rhyme or reason. You just kind of just do what you feel. And let's do, well, I did it upside down. Well, you know what? If all else fails, rip it off. Make sure I do it the right way, huh? Okay. I'll do number. It could be like a specimen number. Like that. And we can do, let's do 0. Nine. 8. 7. There. So you could do that. So you could do just some stamping on it, or you can even just do, let me grab one of my butterfly stamps here. This one's a fun one. You could just take part of a butterfly, or I mean any kind of stamp, but whoops, I didn't mean to bump everybody. Jeez. I'm in a tight little spot here because I got that other little table over there with my ephemera on there. So I just take it and you just do like half of it here. And I'll do it over here because I'm gonna get it everywhere. And just do firm and bring it up. And there you go. So you can do a little stamp like that. Those are fun. Okay. And I'm just going to keep going with these and putting some words on it and maybe some stamping, and then we'll go to the fabric and lace at the end here. So I'm just going to continue. And I wanted to show you guys here that the word pride I did in like lowercase and then uppercase, lower and then upper. And so it's kind of fun to switch back and forth like that. It just gives a little more character to it. So that's kind of fun, just to kind of switch in and out and find different things and ways to make it just, you know, interesting to look at. And so yeah, so that's another way to do it. It's just different like that. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one. I also wanted to show you guys that you can glue a napkin or paper towel on top. And this is just, I RIT dyed it with my tie-dye that I use, and it's RIT dye, R-I-T. And I just spritzed it with some color in a spray bottle, and that's what it turned out like. But you can also take a piece of it here. And I know there's a trick, I just don't have a paintbrush around me, but you could take a wet paintbrush and just kind of follow around the outline where you want to rip it out, and then it will rip a lot better. But I do not have anything by me right now, so I'm just going to kind of go like this. But it does, it gets it in the path that you want to rip. And it's much manageable that way. Much more manageable. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. So you could just take your glue stick and go ahead and, let's see, where do we want it? I'm just gonna go here. There you go. All right, and if you want it more of a, where you could see through it, I guess I'm gonna have to break down and grab a paintbrush. I thought I had one. Oh, I'll be right back. Okay. So I'll show you guys the paper towel trick here. Since I went and got a paintbrush, I'm just gonna do a little bit of water in here. Just a little bit. I got a big mess going here. I really don't want water spilt everywhere, so let's do this. So that's the thing of collaging, though, is you get everything out, and then you're just piled around you. But that's why organization is a key. It helps. But I guess organized chaos, you know? So you just take your paintbrush, do like a pointier one, helps. And then just go around what you want to tear out. Like that. Okay. And then it will rip on the wet spot. So it's just a lot easier, a little more manageable where you want it. So there we go. There's a little tip and trick. Like that. And there. And then you can glue that down wherever you want. Okay. So now I wanted to show you guys it's just Elmer's glue and water mixture. And you make it really runny, just, you know, it's got a pretty runny consistency to it. And it's just like decoupage. You could see here, I'll show you. So it's just runny like that. You can even add a little bit more water too if you want to, but so you just kind of, you can go like this, and this will make it a little more see-through. And just kind of lightly run it across here. So there we go. There. So that's a fun little collage thing you can do too. It's just, you know, put your little napkin down on top. And there we go. I kind of want to do that with this one. So that's got to dry for a second. And let's do this one. Because why not? Let's do that and see if it should be see-through. Let's try. Here, you can put some down on the bottom here. And a little bit of wrinkles in it is fun. You can do that. So there, and you can see the butterfly through it. So it kind of just gives it, you know, more of a layered look here. Yeah. And you could just do a white napkin if you wanted to, or paper towel, and just make sure you rip the layers and get the thinnest top layer when you do this. And there we go. So there, so that's fun. So you got like, you got your flower on top and then the butterflies on the bottom. So there we go. So that's another idea you could do it like that. Okay. And I'm going to continue putting the words and doing all that. Alrighty, so we got them all ready over here. And let's see. I got my pile of fabrics, just some fun lace, some fun fabrics that are kind of cool. And just a fun, that one's cool. I like that. And then this is an old Hawaiian t-shirt. So like if you go to Goodwill or have old shirts that you just don't wear anymore or have holes in them or don't fit, don't throw them out. They're great. Like this is an old Hawaiian shirt. Like one of those button-up Hawaii like shirts. It's perfect. And I got some material. This one's fun. It's got a bunch of tags on it. So just stuff like that. And then some mesh. Mesh is always good. Just to throw on top of it. So let's see what we can do. And these are cool little flowery, really fun things to maybe do a border with around. Just some fun flower stuff. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Okay, so we got this one. Let's see. I do like the purple. So we got the purple. And if you guys have noticed, I've been putting a lot of it hanging out on this side because I am thinking for my next video, I want to stack these on each other and do the fabric hinges around it. So I was trying to keep some of it clear just, you know, on this side because that's where the fabric hinges will be. So that'll be my next video. And I'm just trying to keep it a little clear over there. So let's see. I mean, we can even just do this too. Get my fabric scissors out here. And what I'm using for this is the Fabrifix. It bonds the fabric leather or fabric lace leather trims and more. And I have it in my Sweet Sugar Bell piping bottle here for icing. It's just an ice I got off Amazon, and it just does cakes and icing and all that, and it's got the nice metal tip. So it comes in handy. So I'm just gonna do a little bead where I want it. There we go. And it just adds a little bit of character, you know. Here, let's do it over here. Like that. And look at that. It just like brings it to life. It's so pretty. Okay. And let's see. Could we do a little bit of mesh over the top? I know I have more of this somewhere. I'll have to go dig through I have a huge tote, like bucket thing that's just full of lace and all kinds of goodies like that. Ribbons and mesh. And so I'm just doing a little bit of glue around just to catch. Just to catch the mesh. There we go. So that's cute. I like that. You can see it on there. Okay. So I think that one we call done. Looks lovely. Okay. So we got that one. And let's see what else we could do here. So we got more lace. I don't really want to cover up the numbers. We do have this one. That might be better, like that. Just make sure everything's glued down here. Okay. Let it stick off the page like that. I think that looks great. And that'll be fun, especially in a little booklet. Okay, so I got that. And that might be too much, huh? A little too much. Let's see. I wanted to show you guys how to do like a scrunched up. Here, I'll show you. So what you do is you just take a bead of glue, like that, and then just do a little pinch and fold. Pinch, fold, pinch it and fold it. And then just pinch it and fold it. There. I did too much glue on there, huh? But that's a fun way to do like a little wavy, little ribbony looking with just a piece of fabric. Or you could do it with paper too. And you just kind of just put a bead of glue down and then you pinch it and, oh, whoa. I should probably put something there. Let's see. Since it's already gluey already, let's just do this. There, so there's no wrong in collaging. It's like I meant to do that. That's what I meant to do. So there we go. So we got another one done. Just like that. Okay. And I'm going to keep going and I'll do it in a time lapse. Okay, so I just totally found this in my stash and forgot about it. It is a Skylight Studio extra soft, like a paint charcoal pencil. And it's great. I'll show you. So you got a little bit of water here. See, this water came in handy again. You always need something around you. Okay, so you just take this and just go wherever you want with it. Just kind of, it's like a charcoal pencil. But the cool thing is you take a little bit of water and it turns into like painting. So you just take it and it just adds a little more depth to everything. Yes. I knew I had this somewhere and I found it. So yeah. So you just take a little bit, just take your finger and just make it however you want. Like that. And there you go. So it just gives it a little bit more depth and everything. So yeah, so I'm gonna go through and do that to some of them and keep adding fabric and continue from there. All right, so we're all done here, and I think they turned out beautiful. Like, they're so much fun. And that's why it's just fun to use your papers, any words, your stamps, your just extra crafts that you have, you know, I mean, your stash of, you know, extra pieces of paper and scraps and just the fabric, just all of it. And we can even go over to the sewing machine and do some sewing along the edges and stuff like that. You know, I mean, there's different things you could do, and I think I'm gonna go do that real quick, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so that's exactly what it needed. Just a little bit of stitching, and it's kind of cool. It's on the other side, so you can see it like that. So it's a little bit of zigzag straight, And sorry, the kitty hit the stand and made it shake. And we did a little zigzag here. And zigzag straight, just like that. So it's kind of fun. You just put even just one little stitch just going along it, just like that. And it just gives it so much character. So that's pretty fun. And then there's this one. And I'll make sure to get a nice picture at the end and you guys can see them all and see how pretty they all are. I'll get a pretty picture of it. But I think they turned out great. And these are going to be fun. My next video, I want to stack them like this. And I might even, if I have enough room, maybe put some avocado, like a plain paper in between here and stuff. So there's writing space. But look at how fun they are all stacked together to make like a little booklet. I mean, is that not gorgeous? Like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So that'll be my video tomorrow. I will show you guys how to do the fabric hinges to make it so it's fabric hinged in here. And then we can open it and have a little booklet. So thank you guys for following along, and I hope you found this inspirational. And just thank you so much, and please make sure to hit the notification bell and subscribe. And happy crafting, you guys. Have a great day.